Okay, these are the Unit 3 test hints for problems 21 through 30. Now, look at 21. What they try and confuse you with is throwing some additional expressions that aren't what you're used to looking at. Remember, linear is y is equal to mx plus b. So the slope is what's attached to the input variable, in this case x. Anytime you have an x and a y, the x is the input variable. Whatever it's attached to it is the slope. So that said, if I gave you the equation y is equal to 5 plus 2 times x plus 3, don't let that throw you off. Just look at what's attached to the x. In this case, you have to distribute and simplify first. So y is equal to 5 plus 2 times x, which is 2x, plus 2 times 3, which is 6. Then you simplify, you can combine those two, equal to 11 plus 2x. So y equals mx plus b. In this case, y is equal to b plus mx. It really makes no difference. Okay. The whole thing is, to get the contribution to the output, you need to multiply the slope by the input variable. Therefore, 2 in this case is the slope. That's how you do Number 22, be careful of graphs that you're not familiar with looking at the way they present them, because really, there's nothing too dramatic about this. The temperature, altitude. And even though they put the altitude up here, just because that's where the zero temperature is, you can really put it that way. So forth. So just don't let the scale up here confuse you. But basically, to do this kind of problem, they're just looking for the rate of change. They're just looking for temperature. Okay, you know it does that, so you know it's negative. So you can rule out any positives. And then pick 2 points. Points I usually try and pick, if they work, are the very end point there, or the distance right there. So this is the y. Just divide one by the other and see how it works out. That's it. Okay, the number 23 is very similar to 22. Okay, they've got volume, got temperature. Basically, it says as volume goes up, the temperature goes up. What is the rate of change? Something like that. Pick 2 points anywhere. It's usually better to pick 2 points that cross at the intersection of the grid lines. If they're at the beginning and the end, that's great. But if not, don't worry about it. Just find the intersection of 2 grid lines. Then changing y over changing x. You can see it leans up to the right, which would be positive, so it should help you solve number 23. Okay, so for the next several problems, number 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28, they're all done the same way. 3 of those are in table form. One, they give you a graph, but you can pull the points right off the graph. And one of them, they actually give you the points. So let's look at this tool that Desmos has. Really, really does nice. Put this plus sign. Okay. Now remember, for a linear function, all you need is 2 points. So even though they give you a table with 4 or 5 points, just put in 2 in. It doesn't matter which 2 points. Okay? Now I'm going to give you some fake points that aren't in any of these tables, but it doesn't matter. Okay? 9 and 11 and 6. Okay. Okay, there's a table, there's 2 points. And whether I got them off the table, got them off a graph, or they were given to you as an order pairs, it doesn't matter. Here's the key part. You know y equals mx plus b. Well, you're not going to quite write that. You're going to write y1. You don't have to do anything special with the 1. Type y1. Instead of equals, you're going to put the tilde, which is the symbol to the left of the 1. You shift, hit that button, and it looks like this, called a tilde. What it means is approximate. Then m, then x1, and then plus b. And look at this box it gives you below here. It tells you what the slope is, negative 1.25. Tells you what the y-intercept is, negative 0.25. If you look here, you see y-intercept is negative 0.25. I'll put my little finger on there. You can see the ordered pair showing up when I put it over that dot. See that negative. But the slope, negative 1.25. You think, great, there it is. But the answer choices are all in fractions. So they go here, negative 1.25. Use the slope, and then hit this fraction thing next to it, and it gives it to you in fractions, negative 5 points. Should be one of the answer choices. This was a problem. Okay, so all of those problems, number 24 and 25. Number 26 is a graph, but the 2 points you can pick are the y-intercept and the x-intercept one. Number 27 is another table, and number 28, they actually give you 2 points. Just put it in this table here, bam. Slope comes right out, the y-intercept comes out if you need it, and there you go. That's how you do those problems. Okay, number 29, this should be really, really easy. Basically, it says, what's the slope of the graph of, let me give you a difference. Y is equal to 4x. You know that's the y-intercept. This is slope-intercept point. This is the slope. I told you earlier that the number attached to the input variable is the slope in the linear function. That's all there is to it. Okay? So don't make it hard on yourself. They actually give you the slope. It's right there. Actually, the input variable. When it's in the slope-intercept form, okay, be careful now because get the standard form like 5x 4y to 16. This is not the slope. Okay, you have to get it in the slope-intercept form to be able to do it. But number 29 is in slope-intercept form, so it should be very easy. And number 30, 30 they give you in standard form. Okay, I'm going to write a different equation in standard form. 3x minus 4y. There's not much. You can put that in this box right here, and it'll show you what the line looks like. Still, sometimes it's hard to determine what the slope is by looking at the line. Box. Let's try to see what happens. Okay, so that's what this line looks like. It shows you that the y-intercept is negative. It shows you the x-intercept is positive 4. So you can say, yeah, rise is 3, the run is 4. So you can say the slope is 3 over 4, 3/4 in the positive direction. Another way of doing that, and I showed you this shortcut a while back, is in standard form, if you take this first value of the x and the second value, including the sign, divide one by the other, and then change the sign, you also get the slope. So basically, 3 divided by negative 4, and then change the sign. Which is what this is. Okay, so like I said, you can plot it by putting the equation in there and try and count blocks. And then look at your answer choices. Sometimes that doesn't work out because the line doesn't fall evenly on the intersection of the equation. So you kind of have to do the calculation, either the shortcut method or the long one. You subtract 3x on both sides. Goes cancel, then minus 4y, minus 3x. Then divide by -4. Negative over negative is positive. Positive 3/4. 12 divided by -4 is -3. Or you can do it that way. But that's how you do it.